Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us on this absolute Monday. As above, so below. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that have been subscribing. Let me tell you, joining my classes. We growing. Yeah, we are getting on our merry way. I appreciate each and every one of you guys from your cash apps. I appreciate you that joining my YouTube family and also joining my Patreon family. Special shout out to my Patreon family. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all loving the way that I teach so that I can be my authentic self, and that you know what? One of the beautiful things about obeying spirit is that you are able to be authentically yourself, and that people can value and appreciate who you are. Good. Glad to be here. All right. I like to hear that. I'm glad to be here. We want to say hello to Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, Capricorn in the house. Then we got Mother Susan, my Gemini, mother of our church. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me tell y'all something. I am delightfully glad to be able to share knowledge, wisdom, understanding of universal laws. We want to say, what's up, my T. Carter? Special shout out to T. Carter, Scorpio, for her loss. We appreciate and we send love and comfort to her and her family in this hour. Come on here, somebody. All right, we got Sister Brickhouse coming up here, Sagittarius. All right, what's up? Then we got Taurus. We got Sister Jackie. We got Shamari. We got Chicago, Cancer. We got Brother Johnny, the father of our church. And we got my Scorpio, my baby Scorpio. All right, Keish, how you doing, darling? All right, I got Aries over here. If this is your first time in my live stream, ma'am, now let me tell y'all something. You need to go ahead and join my YouTube account. And if you have not joined my Patreon, it's only $5 a month. It is a lot. What's up, Monique? 444. Cancer in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. When I tell y'all, this is going to be a very good live. This is going to help a lot of you guys that are truly trying to grow and develop. Make sure you guys show some special love for my Scorpio T. Carter. She had a loss in her family, so make sure you guys that show some love and support. Y'all know how it is when it goes there. Even like whether it's sudden or it's something that you expect, it's still a loss, and there a lot of times that extra boost of love and concern actually helps you go through those processes. Y'all, we all done been there. Okay, so I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys. And also to my Christian buddies before I get started tonight. These are the cards that I read from. These are 72 Names of God, Technology from the Soul. These are the cards that I read from. You know what? I love about true spirituality? It transcends people's tradition. It transcends race. It transcends economics, education. It's about universal laws, life. What's up, Infinity Juju? I saw you on there chiming in. Thank you so much. Scorpio in the house. Is that Spartanburg, South Carolina? Okay. Thank you so much. Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. Love. Let me tell y'all something. This is not an easy road. I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. What's up, Aquarius? I see you over there. Maria Aquarius, I see you. This is not an easy journey, but it's definitely worth it as you go through your processes and your changes, because you're able to minister and help people on different levels that you wouldn't have been able to do if you had not developed. So we are talking about lunar energy today, moon energy. This is going to be really, really helpful for all of my practitioners and people that are trying to grow and develop. This is going to really hit home this lesson tonight. This is going to, I'm going to share things that I feel that will help anybody that's just starting out, somebody that's intermediate, whether you're advanced. This is going to help you understand why my classes are very different than other people's classes. And the things that I bring to the table are really going to change the way that you perceive your own personal spirituality. What's up, Janine? Janine Wise. My Aquarius from Florida. All right. Now, we want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you for being here with us on this Monday. I want to say to you guys that have already joined the classes, you'll be getting emails out directly and getting you guys prepared for those classes. Also, guys, if you ever join my class now or in the future, there are no refunds, and I'm gonna tell you why. I go through a lot of changes to be able to do these classes, because I'm going to do real magic in these classes. So I have to prepare myself. So money and time and energy is spent before I ever start the classes. So that's why I say I have to have 10 people that's even worth my time. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you so much. We got T Carter down also for reading. Let me put her in there before I forget. Y'all know how I am. I get caught up in what I'm talking about, and I'm a Sag. Scorpio. Now I also want to say to you guys, my name is Apostle Ely. I'm the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in African traditions. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, if it's your first time in my life, I teach universal laws. I do readings. My readings online is only $20, and all you have to do is post your zodiac sign. It's Cash App. My Cash App is $ Apostle Ely. I do have other payment methods if you would like. I also do incense burnings. The incense that I have available, which are also, you can purchase them on my website. I have Peace, High John, Guardian Angel, Oil of Gladness, Triple Threat, Protection Incense, Healing Incense, Love, Road Opening, Mental Clarity, Better Business, Money, Blockbuster, Ancestor, Reversal Incense. Y'all, that reversal something serious. And my core incense for all you PPP loans, okay? Also, guys, if you have not gotten the consultation yet, like I said, I don't know what's going on in your membrane, but you're missing out. And that's how I do magic. I do my own magic based off of my zodiac. So I don't teach something that I don't practice. So we want to get started tonight. God has already come, just like most men. He's already on the inside. Okay? I want to say hello to all my brothers and sisters that are in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're shamanism, whether you're Ajay, whether you're a witch, whether you are Kabbalah, whether you're a mystic, I'm here for it. I teach universal laws. One of the things that I practice that sometimes people get upset with me, I don't tell people what to do. I give people information, and that's why I tell people all the time, my lives are for grown people. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. You get the information as a grown man or grown woman, and you make that determination. If you're going to practice hoodoo, all I'm asking anybody, be on the top of your game, know what you're doing, truly be called, chosen to do those works, and don't just be out here for the money. Because guess what? You're not going to help people if you're just here for the money. Because I personally believe this. God going to supply your need. If that is what if he called you or chose you to perform these certain ATRs, the spirits, your ancestors will provide for you. I'm not on social media looking for validation. So certain ma'am, if you're on social media looking to be validated to be a spiritualist, whether that's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Christian, or a good person, this is not the place to be coming putting your business out here, okay? Because at the end of the day, people do not care. What's up? We got, can we get readings on live centered around specific things? Yes, I can tailor readings around any specific situation. If you I give general reason because they just ask for a reading, so whatever the spirit gives me, but I can ask them to focus on different things. Yes, I can. I'm glad you brought that up because I just do unknown a 3-card spread, but I can personalize the readings. Okay, now, guys and girls, please, sir and ma'am, if you are not an adult person and you are not here for spirituality, you're here to judge, leave now or forever hold your peace. You know what I'm saying? My lives, there are people coming on my lives because they're trying to learn and they're trying to grow and they're trying to develop. They're trying to figure out whether they resonate with me or somebody else. But at the end of the day, they're looking for truth. And so therefore, if this is not for you and you're a good Christian or you believe in something else, then this is not like I deal with all ATRs. Okay? All ATR. The only reason why I still go as an apostle Eli is because Christianity came out of Egyptology, and certain man, before you tell me, I know that is Kemet. I understand that. But we talking about Egyptology because that is more recognizable by most people, okay? So I don't need an educational level. I done went to college for this. I done studied this. I've been doing this all my life, all right? Not that I'm a know-it-all, but I know my stuff. So I hope that came across clear and precise. Now, we're going to talk about something today that this is going to get the butter from the duck, okay? And the blood from the turnip. This is lunar. This is, I got a moonstone up here in representation. I think that a lot of times people, when they have a legitimate financial reading, okay? When it comes down to knowing what you're calling it, I'm gonna and please don't go anywhere. You say you're ex-pastor. What I'm gonna teach tonight is really going to help you, because I'm gonna share where I come from, Keish, Scorpio, and this I believe that this is really going to help you and actually give you something to base off your direction, okay? And I'm gonna share with y'all some of the things where there's. People want to know what their path, what they call, what they feel like they need to know. I do destiny readings and I do shadow readings, okay? Growing isn't always growth. That's my message tonight. Growing is not always growth, okay? Let's be very clear with that, okay? The word growing means become greater over a period of time and increasing, okay? Y'all hear me? Growing isn't always growth. And the definition of growing is becoming greater over a period of time. What's up there, my Aries? The word growth means the process of increasing in physical size, or just increasing, period. Okay? Now, I'm going to first start with 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter, verse 26. And it says, and the child Samuel grew on and was in favor both with the Lord and also with man. And verse 27 said, and there came a man of God unto Eli and said unto him, thus saith the Lord, did I plainly appear unto thy house of thy fathers when they were in Egypt, in Pharaoh's house? Now, the reason why I want to talk about this, because age is a process of growing, but does not mean that you have growth in your life. And what I mean by that is this: if you are not maturing, I don't have a problem with people making mistakes and decisions. The problem is whether you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Christianity, in life general. People are not, they don't have growth. They don't have maturity. The same things that they were dealing with 20 years ago, they have not mastered. They still don't have the proper people skills. They still don't have, because we're talking about moon energy, which is lunar, right? That is emotional energy. That is understanding your emotional body. When you don't have growth, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with John, whether you're dealing with Tim, whether you're dealing with Elizabeth or Becky. You still don't know how to interact with the opposite sex. You still, out of all the growing you have done, you still have not really got growth, because you're not trying to learn. You're just experiencing. You're not asking those how, what, and why questions. I don't want to be in this for 40 years and still be immature. I don't want to be in this for 20 years and still cannot master my gift. I don't want to still be in this 20 years from now asking the same question I asked when I first started. That means you're not getting growth. That means you're either not listening, you are ignoring what is being said, or you're lazy, you're not putting in the work or the resources. But I want to be a type of person that, like Samuel, he grew, and he also grew in favor with man and God. You should be walking the right. As you grow naturally, you should be growing spiritually. As you're growing mentally, you should be growing emotionally. When you understand that you are just more than just a sun sign, a moon sign, a rising sign, that there's multiple layers to who you are, then you will start picking out the time so you can really get some growth. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because you can be on a job and never get growth. That means you never get the promotion. You never get the position. But you growing, you go to work every day. You've been there 15 years, 5 years, but you never mastered and you never ascended in that same position, in that same job. I see people do it all the time in relationships. You think the relationship is boring. That's not the relationship. You forgot to grow. You went from one holiday to the next holiday and still wasn't trying to master. How can I maintain this relationship with this individual? Same thing with business. It takes growth. You got to increase in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you still are functioning by the same patterns, the same mindset, the same emotional maturity that you had 5 years ago, then you don't have growth. You do not have growth. If you have been in just like I'm talking about the spiritual profession, nursing, school, business, whatever you do, over a certain length of time, just because you're growing does not mean that you have growth. Because if you are not sitting there and asking yourself questions, because at the end of the day, some of you guys are still arguing with the same auntie, the same uncle, the same cousin, the same sister, the same mama about the same thing over and over, because there is no growth. Even if that growth is understanding that I cannot control you and you have a right to think the way you think, I just don't have to accept it. Therefore, we're no longer arguing about that. That's growth. Understanding that no matter if I got 5 kids, 6 kids, I cannot afford to have the job or the income of somebody that's living home with their mom. I got to realize that it's not Christmas that's giving me problems. It's not summer that's giving me problems. My inability to grow with the seasons and recognizing that I need to be prepared, that is nothing to do with. We've been preparing for hurricanes. I'm 49 years old. I have lived most of my life in Florida. If I have not grown, growing is every time hurricane season come around, I'm not prepared. Growth is no matter, I have everything I need that I can possibly have if something goes wrong. But doesn't mean I'm going to cover everything. But my growth is I'm not going to be in the shape that other people in, because I have realized that Mother Nature going to win. And if I don't prepare and have other eggs in other baskets, I can be in a mess. That's what growth is. It doesn't mean that you're going to actually change the cycles of life. That ain't what growth is. Growth is being in a position that I have learned that this is going to come, and when it comes back around again, I'm going to be in a better position. That makes sense? So praying about the same thing and still having the same pattern. Some of you guys are sitting around waiting on the Loas to take care of your problem. You're waiting on your ancestors to take care of your problems. You're waiting on the Nkisi to take care of your problem. You're waiting on your mama, your daddy. You want everybody else to assume responsibility for what you have a problem with other than thyself. Huh? That's why every year you're in a situation. Every relationship you're in a situation, because you're growing. But it doesn't mean that you're actually getting growth. I want to do better. Even with my channel growing, even with, this is all you that want to grow in spirituality. You got to realize that people don't change. A leopard changed not his spot. If you are not growing emotionally, y'all got to remember, the moon rules the emotional body. I'm going to show y'all something in a moment. Jeremiah, the 12th chapter, verse 2. I'm a type of person, I'm very proactive. I watch a lot of you guys, and I don't know if she come on tonight, but if she come on, I'm going to say it. T-Car said you can read them first. Okay, huh? I'm going to talk about this, because I think this is going to really help you guys understand from a foundation. Hey, how you doing? Much love to you. Jeremiah the 12th chapter, verse 2. It says, Thou hast planted them, yea, which means yes. They have taken root. They grow, yes. They bring forth fruit, thou art near in their mouth, but far in their range. In other words, their heart. Now I need y'all to explain. I need y'all to explain this to you. You have to plant in growth. What's up, Jealous Sweet, my Gemini? You have to take root. What's the topic tonight? Growing isn't always growth. We're dealing with the moon energy. You have to plant. You have to take root. Then you grow. And then you bear fruit. This is the process of growth while growing. I'm going to say this again. This is the process of growth while growing. When you are growing in something, you got to know how to be stable. It's too many of y'all got, listen, I ain't here to tell you what to do. But you're not going to be effective and have growth at the end of the day if you are constantly uprooting yourself. You plant it over here one minute, plant it over there the next minute. You have to take out time, understand what it is that you're looking for, and find the soil by which you are able to grow in. You need to understand the reason why you shouldn't be rushing, and you should be able to take your time and consult your ancestors, because when you plant yourself somewhere, you need to be planted on good ground, on good soil, that therefore you can grow with that particular person, place, or thing over a long period of time. You don't just want to plant yourself somewhere because you thirsty. You don't just plant yourself somewhere because you hungry. You don't just plant yourself somewhere because you lonely. You don't just plant yourself somewhere because you hurting. You don't just plant yourself because you got a need. You should plant yourself somewhere because you got purpose. What's up, Tattoo? Did y'all hear me? It keep freezing. Make sure you're on my YouTube account. It ain't freezing over there. I don't control TikTok. All my job is to pay my cable bill. That's all I can do. All right? The process of understanding that growth is about planting, it's about taking root. That means that you are not shallow. That when you get into something, that you're in it 100. Now, I know you ain't going to tell the truth. Everything you are part of, you're not 100. Your roots do not run deep in certain things. Like when it comes to my spirituality, my roots run deep. Okay? Thank you so much for telling her to tap the string. I appreciate that. Somebody care. Let me explain something. My growth is substantial because I understand what it means to plant myself. I also understand what it means to be rooted in something. Longevity matters. It's Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. That's my YouTube. Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. Then you got the growth. This is what I mean by this. Some of you guys claim that you growing and you understand spirituality, but you remind me of the people that are constantly going back and trying to see how far the seed done grow. You constantly digging up the seed because you want to know every little bit of thing going on. You watching the clock the whole time. That's why you so frustrated. If you put money in a CD or something, you constantly going back every day, going back every day, asking the people, did they add any interest? You are micromanaging your growth to the point it done frustrated you. You are micromanaging the process so to the point you have caused conflict and you have slowed down the manifestation of the very thing that you love. You cannot micromanage the ancestor. You cannot micromanage the Loas. You cannot micromanage God or any divine spirit. You can't even micromanage any dark spirit. I don't know where y'all getting this stuff, but you don't control when that spirit decides to do whatever. My job is to make the request, to do the ritual or the working correctly, and then I have to wait just like everybody else. Even if when they tell me yes, I still got to wait. Apostle Ely, with all my initiations, with all my tools, with all my oils, my candles, and all the things that I know, all that I'm attached to, I still have to wait on manifestation. These are universal laws. It don't matter if you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Ajay, whether you go to church sometime, all the time, or no time at all. It's still, if you're trying to get growth and not just trying to grow, this is also important. It said, then bear fruit. So all of you guys that are on jobs, you just working. You in companies just working. A part of growth is bearing fruit. In other words, you have the ability to enjoy your labor. If you are working, buying stuff, and you're not enjoying your labor, that is not growth. You're supposed to be bearing fruit, and the fruit comes for you to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy doing voodoo, don't do it. You don't enjoy doing hoodoo, don't do it. You're not getting anything out of it. And don't tell me that people will not be a part of something and know they ain't getting nothing out of it. They know it. They're not looking for no end result. My job, my goal at UPS is not about retirement. My goal at UPS, I knew that UPS could create the income that I needed so that I can do what I love. UPS is a part of the foundation, my economic foundation, while I'm able to do the things I need to do, speak the way that I speak, because I'm a very upfront, direct, truthful person, and most people do not like that type of person. And when people hear the truth, they get offended, and therefore their money get mad. If you don't do what somebody wants you to do, they stop giving. If you don't answer them when they tell you to answer, they're going to stop supporting. See, I cannot live a consistent life if I allow you to control how I live my life. And then that means you got the power. That means that you telling me what to do. And I don't serve you. I serve the Most High. I serve my spirits. I serve my ancestors. I serve my gods, my goddesses. Those are what I work with. What's up there, Isnt? The Gemini. Y'all hear what I'm saying? What's up, Tattoo? You understand? And this is a part, even when I was talking to my pastor, once a pastor, always a pastor. Like my mom said, once a parent, always a parent. The point is, sometimes in growing in leadership, you grow, but you forget growth. Because a lot of time when you feel, because I've seen people say, oh, I had to lead a church because I wanted to get into hoodoo, or I realized that there's other truth out there. No, I did. They tried to run me out the church too. God blessed me to get my own church. If God called me to something, you don't determine when my time is up. Only God does that. When I say God, I'm talking about God, goddess. I'm talking about feminine, masculine energy. Nobody determines when I live or I die, whether I be up or down. I did not go anywhere. If you want to fight against my God because you got a problem of my gift and my talent, that's your business. Whether they fellowship with me or don't fellowship with me, that ain't my problem. A lot of y'all are not rooted and grounded, and you don't understand the cycle by which it is possible for you to have growth. Because growing doesn't always mean growth. Now, Samuel grew in stature and in favor. Then I got down here. This is really going to get y'all. Let me see where I'm at in my time. What's up, love? It is Hebrews, the 6th chapter, verse 1. Now, this is what's going to get you. You say, amen, I needed to hear that. I told you I had one. I felt like I outgrew their doctrine. Outgrowing man's doctrine versus God's doctrine are two different things. It's just like in a relationship. Just because y'all together, if that person is not developing or in their growth, then you're going to outgrow them too. Don't mean you leave your husband and wife because you're better in bed than they are, okay? We're going to get to something. Hold on. Hebrews, the 6th chapter, verse 1. It says, therefore, leaving the principles of doctrine or teaching of Christ, let us go on to perfection or maturity, not laying again the foundation of repentance or change from dead works, no faith without works is dead, and of faith towards God. Now, this is why this is important. What I mean by growing isn't always growth. What's up, Ashay, Al Marie? What's up, baby? This gonna hit home. There's a point in your growing that you should be on the basics. Anytime, certain man, that you are still 5 years later, 10 years later, somebody still got to come back and tell you what you need to be doing as a man or a woman. I don't care if you rich, poor. I don't care if you fat, skinny. I don't care if you what your race, creed, or color. I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. At a certain stage of your growing, you should be on the basic. If you're in a relationship with a man, young lady, or young man, I don't care. and you are talking to a grown person, I told you my lives of a grown people, and you are having a basic conversation with a grown person of a certain age, you're in problem. The problem is that they are not in growth. And I am not going to argue with a grown person that decides to remain basic. When I got to still tell you to get up and go to work, when I still got to tell you to take care of yourself, when I got to still tell you that what you making ain't enough, when I got to we got to still argue about what costs too much. Y'all understand? When in life, so at some point, you got to know you are beyond certain conversation with grown people. Like people say, well, Apostle, do you got anything to say? Nope. Not when they grown. When I got my babe in here, my Scorpio, I'll talk to her. I'll teach her the basics. But when you telling me that you know who you are, you know your gift, you know your talent, God speaking to you, oh no, we beyond the basics. If you're going to tell me that you're a tata, you're a mumbo, you're an AJ, you're a witch, you're a grown-ass man, you're a grown-ass woman, you this, you that, then I expect to have an adult conversation that is beyond the basics. I know we ain't still talking about going out, talking about partying. I know at a certain age that you got some life insurance. I know at a certain age you talking about your 401k, what you going to do when you traveling. At a certain age of anything, you should be beyond the basics, baby. Did y'all hear me? I don't have no conversation. When people say certain things to me, they should notice I change. When you say certain things to me about who you are, I immediately, because I understand the moon energy. The moon controls growth on the earth. Nothing can grow without the moon. Huh? I put on here, if you still hunching and not making love, you still basic. Huh? You still basic. If you're a grown man and you still running around trying to sleep with all the men and you as an adult, if you basic, I don't care if you make 6 figures, I don't care if you make 9 figures, at a certain age, you should say, you know what, this is beyond what I need to be doing. Huh? You understand? As a grown woman, you still catfighting? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I got too much going on, too much responsibility, too many things that I'm trying to grow and develop that I got time to be arguing with a minnow about when I got Moby Dick problems. You understand? Y'all hear me? If you go on my website and you want me to take you and you are already stressing about the prices on my website, I already know you basic. Because anybody truly in growth, when a man, and you tell a man, you know what, I got a mortgage and I got this, he was like, dang, you got all them bills. You already know in the conversation. Huh? When she come to you and talking about what you're going to get her hair done and get her nails done, use a basic B. I can't, because a real woman, that ain't what, ain't nothing about getting your nails done got you prepared for life. You understand? I'm going to say this again. Growing is not always growth. Huh? When you still worried about your baby hair, at a certain age, you still basic. You have not went beyond the basic principle, the basic foundation. That's what I'm teaching in my magical class and my beginners class. Teaching people what real growth is. Maturity is real growth. Emotions cause growth. Emotions are energy moving. When you are truly spiritually developed, then you know how to move energy in your life and manifest the things that you want. And you also understand the process of that. When I got to still explain the basics, yeah, it's the baby hair for me. The moon governs the emotions. When you are not, as a grown man or grown woman, done got a hold. Let me tell you something. I'm still hot-tempered. No more white lies, black lies, or gray lies either. Because you grown. Don't tell them you're not home. Tell them that you don't want to be bothered. Be beyond the basics. In every aspect of your life. When you're still trying to penny pinch your way to success, you still struggling in the basics. You have not understood the foundation. You're not ready for the walls. You're not ready for the roof. You're not ready for windows and doors. You're not ready for none. And if you are still, when I come back again, we still talking about the same thing. I don't know what God wants. How you don't know? Oh, you know you don't want what God got for you. You don't want what God had for you. That's what the problem is. You feel like you deserve something else. You don't feel like you should be an arm. You feel like you should be a leg. You don't feel like you should be a leg. You feel like you should be the throat. You don't feel like you should be a throat. You should be one of the eyes. That's what your problem is. You think you know more better about your life than what God has predestined your package for. Huh? Baby, if there's nothing increasing, then what you doing? At some point in your life, you're like, well, what am I getting out of this conversation? I can't even get out of hermit mode to even interact with people. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you, it ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself in a cycle, because life is about cycles. The moon is about cycles. Y'all need to understand something. I don't care, like, I'm not a smoker, but I have to use cigars to do my spiritual work. I'm not a drinker, but I have to use alcohol to do my ceremony. In life, when you still talking about that's the way I am, and you ain't caught on yet that life is about you got to make adjustments, and you got to do what you have to do to get to your actual goals in life. When I first started at UPS, I wasn't about working either. I didn't get the job because I wanted to work. I got the job because I had to work. Some things you're doing because you want to. Some of y'all may think certain people, you see them doing stuff, and you actually think they love doing it. They might not even like. They might be doing it because they understand growth. When you understand growth, you will be doing and saying, handling stuff, a lot of stuff that on another situation, you wouldn't even give it the time of day. When you talking to people that got growth, you ain't got to explain. Did y'all hear me? Huh? Did y'all hear me? I like boys. I like girls. I like dogs. I like cats. I might like your mama and your daddy at the same time. But hey, I ain't here to, hey, you might not want to know that about me. Let me tell y'all something. This is a perfect example. When you're dealing with people that are immature, they have no life, and this is the kind of stuff that you have to deal with in relationship. And I be asking people like, why are you having that argument with a grown man? Why are you going back and forth with a grown woman about certain things? Let me tell y'all something. When I came to the conclusion that my wife, what's up, Boss Braids? When I came to the conclusion my wife was not going to leave her mama, no matter what the Bible said, nothing else, I ended the relationship. Listen, you gonna, if I tell you something, I don't have a lot of time to waste in my life. I don't know about some of y'all. I'm 49, about to be 50. Some of y'all feel like y'all gonna live forever, okay? But let me explain it to you like this. I am not going to waste my ashe, my chi, arguing with a grown man or woman, dog or cat, about what they want to do with their life, their body, their mind. That ain't my job. What my job is to understand that I have control over me, and I need to make a decision. Is this something I want to tolerate in my life, or I want to move on? That's the only question. I don't need to have a conversation with them. They've already, as a grown man or grown woman, showed me what they're going to do. Now, some of you guys done sat there and played with your time. And you done stayed on that job, on a dead-end job. And at this point of the game, you leaving today or tomorrow ain't going to change nothing. Sometimes you can stay in something so long, so it don't matter if you leave today or tomorrow. Because you done wasted too much of your time in that situation. You done growed your tree in that bad soil to the point it done so much damage. Whether you leave now or you're not gonna be in a good place. There is a thing in life called the cycle. And you miss the cycle, you miss the opportunity. All of these people got y'all here believing you got time to keep on playing the games you playing. You really don't, sir. Moon has cycles. And depending on what phase of life you're in, when I was in my 20s, I would take all the time in the world and go, I'm petty now, but I'm petty in a different way. When I was young, I had the energy, the time, and the space and make up the opportunity to be petty with people. But when you get to a certain age, your pettiness is different. Huh? My pettiness is to leave you the F alone. That's what say what I got to say and keep it pushing. What's up, Kimberly Dawkins? There you go. My cancer. Now, the reason why I wanted her to come on here, because that cancer will tell the truth. Now, let me explain something. A cancer rules emotions, energy movement. Now, let me explain why I got to say this. When me and her were doing work together, me and Kim was doing work together, and I was working for her. She was very consistent. No matter what I said I needed from her, she was on it. And the reason I'm saying this, a lot of y'all not gonna grow in leaps and bounds because you're not consistent with your giving. You're not consistent. Like when somebody tell you you need something, it can be you'll wait 3 months later. You'll wait a year later. That is not how she was. When you tell her something, she own it. That's how you grow quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because what's happening, you keep exchanging energy. Now, if you sowing that seed into good ground, you're going to grow strong because you're connecting with that energy, constant. Some of you guys, you are every now and then participator. Not only in spirituality, but in relationships, in jobs. If you are truly trying to get growth, then you know you got to be consistent. That's why I tell people economically, figure out where you at. I was teaching my baby Scorpio. You got to know where I don't know your pocket. You know your pocket. If you can afford certain types of work, get it done. Okay? But if you can't invest and put yourself in a cycle where you can be consistent. I don't care if it's about the candle. I don't care if it's about the incense. One thing about Kim, she was always consistent about whatever I needed her to do. If I say I got to go, I need you to go over here, she was there. Do you need me to come there? Yes. Y'all not like that. When I was growing and developing, if my spiritual dad wanted me, I was right there. I used to have to travel from Vero to West Palm Beach. That's an hour and a half. And the way I used to drive sometimes it was 45 minutes. But I ain't going to say y'all to break the law. No, when you commit to this, then consistency is key to growth. It's the truth. I want y'all to realize, I don't care what it is. You got to understand, dibbling and dabbling, part-timing it, you're not going to see the growth in your life that somebody else that's full-time. Full-time comes with full-time benefits in anything. If you don't understand Cancer, the moon cycle, then you're going to struggle in growth. You're going to be planting strawberries out of season. You're going to be planting blueberries out of season. You're going to be planting watermelon out of season. Some of y'all just don't understand. You can't do what you want, plant what you want, when you want, pray when you want. There are certain times I have to do certain works in the daytime. There are certain times I have to do work at night. There are certain times I got to do certain works in the woods, sometimes at the water, sometimes at the grave. And spirits want what they want. What's up, Shamari? All I'm trying to tell you guys, the reason why you don't see a lot of the growth that you claim that you're looking for is simply because you're not committed. You're not full-time. Your roots are not deep in this. I'm in this. I'm still Apostle Eli. I don't care if I get 17 more initiation, I'm going to still be Apostle Eli. Because guess what? My skill set has nothing to do with my title. You understand? She said, we were summer everywhere, every weekend, and I love every minute. If I saw my growth through the work we were doing, it just made me hungry for more. Let me tell y'all something. This cannot be just about the thrill. It has to be about the relationship. And I always tell people, you have to be committed to your growth. I never had to make her. She was like, okay, what do I have to do next? Her nephew like that. It's certain people, y'all not like that. Some of y'all like, oh, well, I don't have it right now. The cycle gonna change. When that moon, every 21 days, everything changes. Every 21 days, things change. Energy change, situation change, circumstance change. Things either get stronger or starts to get weaker. You understand? What I may have told you 21 days ago may be something totally different what you need today. It's the truth. When I tell you guys where my growth comes from, it comes from me with my foundation. I'm telling you, if you don't build a sure foundation in universal laws, it's not going to matter whether you practice Ifa, voodoo, Santeria. You're going to struggle. And when you go through trials and tribulation, you're going to be despondent. You're going to be shifty. You're going to be over here, over there, because your roots are not deep. Anything that I practice, I emerge in it. I learn everything I need to know. Okay? I know everybody don't know everything, but I know the ins and outs of these traditions. I study, I put the time in, I give the energy, I put my money where my mouth is, I invest in my awareness. And if you're not doing that, and if you're not willing to do that, you're never going to see the growth. And then some of y'all, let me say this. What time I got? Copycatting somebody's not growth. So let me talk about me. I was in college. I was in a computer programming class, and I was ho-hopping. So I hadn't done my project. So I got one of my friends in my class to copy the project. I plagiarized that project to the point I even copied their name on the assignment. The man said, Mr. Ely, he said, you cheated to the point you even put his name on it. Ain't that sad? Some of y'all are copying people to you and literally sound exactly like them. You ain't even plagiarizing and trying to make it your own. You copying people verbatim. Everybody know who you copy. You're not even trying to be authentic at all. You ain't even trying to hide it. How are you growing copying people? That's not real growth. You understand? Like, you got to really understand that you ain't winning and you're not growing if you are totally learning from me is one thing. Copying me is another. Copying me does not give you my experience. Huh? Energy. I know that right, T. Carter. Don't worry about the money. When the spirit will tell you to do something, the money will come. That's real. Let me tell y'all something. I need to say that because a lot of y'all think other people are, oh my God, they are this and that. A lot of people ain't nothing but a bunch of copycats. They're regurgitating information that they got off the internet. Those things are not coming from spirit. If you notice my live, they are constantly evolving. They are constantly new. They're constantly fresh. I never have to repeat messages. I understand the principles don't change, but a lot of times because I'm dealing with different clienteles, I get different insights on different things. So I come and share them. But guess what? The moon still gonna rule on Monday. I don't care what you practice. Mars still gonna rule on Tuesday. Mercury gonna still rule on Wednesday. Jupiter still gonna rule on Thursday. Saturn Venus still gonna rule on Friday. Saturday Saturn gonna rule on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it's the sun. But if you're growing and the growth is there, you will start maximizing and benefiting. This is what I want you all to get to. And when I'm finna finish. This is what y'all want to get to. I want y'all to get to the point where the song says, forget not all his benefits. When you truly grow and you got growth, you start benefiting out of every day that the Lord has made. You start benefiting from every relationship and interaction you have. It don't matter what you practice it. At that point, every time, every energy, every time, everything you put in it, you start benefiting because now you understand the growth and you understand what makes you grow, what makes you develop. And then you understand, you look at everything from the aspect of investment. I tell people this over and over. Stop saying you spending money. You're investing in self. Because with investment comes the return. That comes from growth. Huh? Leo. What's up, Kim Johnson? Leo Kim. I am not getting notification, but I'm here. I am learning so much. You are so clear and authentic. Thank you. I don't know. This social media platform, but good thing we recording, right? Let me tell y'all something. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. If you are not benefiting from all of the things you have gone through, and you are not able to actually teach. A real teacher can teach you after with accuracy when they have received growth or maturity. When I was young, I would have never told y'all to slow down. Now that I'm older and wiser, slow down, baby. Slow down. Get your foundation. Let me tell y'all something. The best advice I can give any man or woman that's beyond ancestry, all of that. Your foundation must be sure. You are not, I done had people throw witchcraft, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. I done had people, I done had groups of people gang up on me. I done had conjurers. I done had root workers. I done had I done had people work on me with Nganga. I have been, and my foundation is the reason why I'm standing. You got to know that you know that you know that you know. You got to be emotionally connected, emotionally fixed, emotionally tested. You got to be emotionally strong. Because everything ain't going to be what you want it to be. When it say God is always on time, don't mean it's going to be your time. I sure will. I got to take it now. I got to take a step. I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of this, I'm trying to tell you. You getting on here, and somebody, let me tell y'all something. Somebody was saying that you don't have to be psychic. Listen, if you ain't psychic, and there's no spirit talking to you, you just flipping cards, throwing coins and bones. The people be saying all kind of stuff on these social media apps. Y'all, listen, if you don't want to be deceived, spend time with your spirit so your spirit can guide you to the places and the people you need so you can really grow. And then when you finish, you will see your own growth. Some of y'all out here want everybody to think you growing. I ain't never seen a palm tree have to tell nobody how tall it is. I ain't never seen a palm tree have to tell anybody how tall it is. Why do you think you got to tell everybody who? All right. Because you ain't grown up yet. Thank you for the wisdom you are dropping. Apostle, pray that you are blessed and your cup is up. Thank you so much, unveiling. All right. I'm going to get ready to do my readings. They sure will say anything to you. Yeah. And you know what? When you're looking for something simple and easy, let me tell y'all something. There are smarter practitioners that I have served up under. Smarter than me. And they ain't found no easier way. If you think I am half as good as you think I am, if I'm half as good as you think I am at what I do, then take my word for it. There is no such thing as easy. Easier? Yes. Easy? No. It's easier because you get the wisdom and the experience. But ain't nothing. He said, my yoke is easy, my burden light. That is because of the maturity of going through. And if you're out here and you're trying to do this on your own, sir and ma'am, you are setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up. Growth is also independent, interdependent. No, growth is a process of dependent, independent, and interdependent. That's what I meant to say. True growth is being dependent on God, independent, which is self, and interdependent on other people. You cannot fully develop without your brothers and sisters. We are one body. All of you that's out here talking about, oh, I'm going to do all, you cannot do this on your own. I don't care. Get that out of your head. All you're going to do is stifle your growth. I am not where I am today because of myself only. And I would not have the wisdom if it wasn't for other people when I was young pouring into me. I would never take full credit for where I am. I committed to it. I practiced it. I dedicated my life to it. But there were people that invested in me. That's why I am where I am, even though I was born with my gift. Just because you got a natural talent or ability doesn't mean that you're going to receive growth. Because if it's not nurtured and cultivated properly, you're not going anywhere. Because you know you can drive the wrong way and spin up the same gas. You know that, don't you? You can get on the wrong flight and go in the wrong direction. The money's still spent. Huh? You can get on the wrong bus and go the wrong direction. You understand that? I hope you understand that. So all that talking about you just, because you can just be moving in life and never going in the direction God got for you. Yoke is easy, but you still. Minister Al Hustle said, yoke is easy, but you still got to put it on. Yes, sir. Enjoying this. Thank you, sir. T. Carter said the foundation is key. I'm serious, y'all. Jermaine Tenson, I think I'm saying that right. We need your zodiac sign. If I think I can do this on my own, the pigs must be flying. I know that's right. Aquarius. Okay, got you. I'm just teasing. Aquarius. I got you. I'm telling y'all guys, you would no longer walk around talking about people lying to you, scamming you, or nothing. Get your foundation solid and understand your cycle where you at in life and operate in that. How can you lose when you right on time with your energy? The moon phases keep coming and going. It ain't changed. I'm 49 years old. Them phases still the same. So what part of growth did I need? Without the moon, nothing can grow on planet Earth. You have to have emotional stability. It's impossible to grow in anything, any relationship, any business, any spirituality without emotional stability. 1 minute you a Jamaican, the next minute you use a Haitian, the next minute you a Chinese, the next minute you use a Portuguese. Me studying and practicing other ATR does not change my energy. Those that been following me 5 years ago still see Apostle Ela. Those that follow me after I got certain initiates still following Apostle Ela because I know who I am. My foundation. Some of y'all like straight chameleons. Straight chameleons. You change your voice, your walk, everything. Trying to fit in. Let me tell you, spiritual journey is not about trying to fit in. When you are called to something, you do not have to fit in with the collective. You are already a piece of the part. You are already a part of the puzzle. That ain't your journey. Why are you trying to fit in with everybody? I ain't trying to look like none of these other practitioners. And don't mean there's nothing wrong or right about them. It's just that ain't my job. My job is to get out here and do what God called me to do. All right, we're gonna start with what's up, the exclusive K's? My other Scorpio. Hey, Keish. Let me tell you, if you're going to be a Polaro, you're going to be a Tata, and a Mumbo, a Bokor, this is the age of Aquarius. Be authentically yourself. Maximize your energy totally different than your mom. Why are you trying to do everything like... You're not them. If God wanted you to be them, He would. Why would God want to make a carbon copy of something He already made? I am who I am in these practices. I ain't trying to do nobody else. Keish, where you at, babe? Yeah, hit those like buttons. Appreciate it. Likes and shares and subscribe. Make sure you guys on my YouTube channel. Keish, where you at? Let me know you're listening. I know you want me to do a reading around your finances. Okay, there you go. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes, concerning the finances of Keish the Scorpio. The finances of Keish the Scorpio. The finances of Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. Ebasa. Well, I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, what you are looking for is is manifesting for you. They say you're too anxious. Everything is working in timing. It is about your development. Because of what you ask of them to develop you spiritually, this is why you're going through the things that you're going through. This is a part of your process, but you will not be denied. Thank you. Show me what is going on. Scorpio financially. All right. All right, Scorpio. Keys to Scorpio. And then I'm going to read for T. Carter, Scorpio, and then I'm going to read for Tenson. I hope I'm saying that right. Tenson, the Aquarius. Your first shadow card comes up, eradicate plague. It says eradicate plague. Now, when this card comes up, this is being delivered from something. And this is your shadow card coming up for Scorpio. This means that you're getting out of something. So whatever you're going through, you're getting out. They want you to focus on your escape route, so to speak. Nun Lamed Kaf. It said using this name summoned for light to wipe out these plagues at the root. Think about smoking, cancer, AIDS, pollution, nuclear waste, depression, heart disease, hatred, or any other plague that affects the world. Now summon forth the light to wipe out these plagues at the root. This situation is going to resolve in a very solid way. And what I mean by being solid is that this is something that's actually going to build you and put you in a very good place. For once this is over, what you're dealing with, this is going to put you in a very good place mentally, emotionally, and financially. It's going to be worth your time. Your middle card is talking about dispelling anger. Key Scorpio. Ooh, I don't know how to. Ooh. Scorpio ruled by Mars. This right here is talking about anger. It said, I remove the allure and the power of the world's controlling idols by invoking the power of this name. Anger is purged from my heart. This is Psalm 51. It says, my happiness and peace of mind are generated from within. Remember, this card right here is telling me to focusing for you to be focusing on knowing that you're the one that is allowing certain things to agitate you. Because this card says that your peace and your peace of mind and your happiness is coming from self. That is not deterring on other people. Do not let other people provoke you. And I know that's going to be hard. But everything ain't easy. Then your outcome card, Keish, is coming. It says, finish what you started. Stay on track, baby. It said, Lamed Kaf Bet. It said, I am now endowed with the power to conclude everything that I began, especially things and goals of a spiritual nature. This is why this card is so important, and this is reading is so important around your finances, your spiritual life, and your financial life. Your spiritual life is going to also mirror your physical life. And as your spiritual life becomes more beautified and more prosperous, everything around your physical world is going to do the same thing. So what they're saying to me is that you are going the right direction by tending to your spiritual business, because it's going to actually affect your outward man. See, adults drive me insane. They told me that they be testing my faith because of what I asked for, and it's working. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. Especially when you be asking, you want to be used. This a part of it. People skills is a part of being able to minister to people. T. Carter, where's my Scorpio? That sexy light-skinned Scorpio. He ain't call me sexy. I might not think you sexy. Where's T. Carter, Scorpio? Show me. I want to make sure you're listening. And after T. Carter, Scorpio, we're going to do Aries. I'm not Aries, but Aquarius. I know. Boy, when you have insight, it is like that, sweetheart. I be looking at people like, how they don't see that? They don't see it. T. Carter, you ready? Sent cash out for reading for Brother Johnny. Okay. Cancer. Okay, it is. I'm gonna go. Maybe that's why she told me to come in her last. Tenson, Janine. Am I saying that? I'm not saying it wrong. Janine Tenson Aquarius. Are you listening? Guys, make sure you join my YouTube account. Okay, I'm gonna do your reading now. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Janine Tenson, the Aquarius. Janine Tenson, the Aquarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes. Concerning Janine Tenson, the Aquarius. What is it that this Aquarius? What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? Right now, I'm gonna turn these cards one more time for you. Listen, right now, you are overthinking. Yes, your mind is going. I got a rush picking up on your energy. There's something you're trying to figure out. So, okay, let's see what's going on with my Aquarius. Okay. See what's going on in Aquarius. It says your first card, your shadow card, is what they want you to focus on. It says casting yourself in a favorable light. This is coming up for Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn energy. This is, this right here is causing conflict. This habit right here. It says Mem Chet Yud. It says my own being is illuminated beautifully in the Creator's radiance. Everyone around me sees the positive and beautiful aspects of my true self, as to opposed to the distorted and dark image projected by my ego. This card right here is talking about showing. I'm gonna get you next. T card of Scorpio. This card right here is showing up, and for Aquarius. This is talking about projecting yourself. What I'm having a hard time with this card, especially for you being an Aquarius, this is like you're being, normally this will come up for a Virgo, being very critical of self. This card right here saying you need to cast yourself in a more positive light and see the, stop seeing stuff from such a negative view about what you got to do, and thank God that you're able to do what you got. Thank God that you're able to do it. This I would do if you have any labradorite. This is also because this card coming in so strong. Psalm 27. Yeah, it's coming up here. Now this is. Look at this card right here. This is your middle card. Your middle card says eradicate the plague. Anytime this card comes on, this is coming in your middle. This is mean that you're doing, this is Psalm 35. This means that you're being delivered from some things right here. You're coming out of some things right here in this middle card. And this is happening right now. There's things of, God is delivering you from your afflictions. It says, Nun Lamed Kaf Ebasa. Using this name summons forth the light to wipe out the plagues at the root. Think about the smoking, cancer, AIDS, pollution, nuclear waste, depression, heart disease, hatred, and any other plague that inflicts the world. Now summon forth light to wipe out these plagues at the root. Because of what I keep picking up off of you, my mental clarity will really help in oil of gladness. This card right here, you got so much pressure. I'm just like right here. It's like there's a blanket of just problems. In order to get God trying to deliver you out of them, you cannot reminisce over what you've gone through. But this right here is talking about deliverance. Okay, I just feel like that mental clarity and all of gladness that'll help you as a Aquarius get through your process life smoother. Look at your outcome card. I like this falling for you. It says making miracles, miracles making. Samek Yud Tet. It said, I free myself from all selfishness, envy, anger, self-pity by rejecting by rejecting these temptations. I am free to invoke this name, thereby igniting the power of miracles in my life. As you grow, a lot of prayer going on around you. You're gonna come through this. This card right here is showing me that emotionally you have to get over it. Emotionally, you have to subdue and gain control of yourself. Because this card says if you reject those emotions, miracles after miracles. This says the power of miracles will manifest in your life. I love this for falling for you, especially for you being an Aquarius. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't have no reason to tell a lie. What's up, Aquarius? I see you over there. All right, T. Carter, I'm going to read for you. And then after T. Carter, Scorpio, I'm going to read for Brother Johnny, Cancer. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Concerning... Wait a minute. I just read for them. Brother Johnny, you next. I'm sorry. We're in 31 days of prayer at church. Okay. I felt that all around you. Ugh. That's a good thing. And I'm going to say this. Let me say this, Aquarius. Please, please, please. Just because you're going to church, because everybody don't clean their church spiritually, make sure you cleanse yourself. Make sure you're doing your cleansing. Because when people doing all that praying or the spirits are being released, you don't want no spirits to follow you home. You don't want to give up your problems and take on somebody else's problems, okay? Just a head of wisdom. I do my cleansing in my church because I don't trust my saints like that. But I do my own cleansing and I clean my saints. But here, oh yeah, we're doing T. Carter. That's what we're doing next. I'm fit to read for Brother Johnny. All right, guys. Let me mark this off. Hold on, y'all. I'm reading for T. Carter. Y'all hear me, spirits? T. Carter, Scorpio. That's who we read. And then after T. Carter, then I'm doing Brother Johnny, the Cancer. I had T. Carter at the top of the list. And I looked down. All right, hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes, concerning T. Carter, the Scorpio. Off the rip. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes, concerning T. Carter, the Scorpio. What is it that this Scorpio needs to be focused on? I'm being quiet because they're talking about something regarding releasing your finances, and they're also talking about you getting visitations from the deceased, and they're also talking about something mending in a relationship. I'm trying to see what's going on, because it's like three things just kept popping up for your reading. See where they're trying to take me. Your first card. Oh, how do it? I have a cleanser on my website that you can order, but baths or let me see what else I got up here. Or I have protection incense, or I have blockbuster. Any one of those work for you. T. Carter, your shadow card comes up, the depth of death. This is Scorpio showing up again in your shadow. I don't know if you even aware of how many spirits are following you ancestrally. But this card comes up, it's keep coming up in your reading. And this is what I do, necromancy. Let me see what this card is. It said Nun Tav, Nun Yud Tav. It said, I now focus my attention and meditate with the total conviction and certainty upon the absolute demise of the angel of death once and for all. for this to be coming up, this is talking about things in the past, staying in the past. And this card is also talking about focusing and gaining more attention with your meditation. And meditation is not you sitting there with your mind clear. This is focusing on what I would say it like this. When you are praying, ask them to give you a sign so you like build a relationship where, like, if you could actually ask them to like what I used to do, when with my certain ancestors, I would tell them to show me certain colors. You know, this right here, you need to create some type of insignia between you and your ancestors, because they are communicating with you, and they're doing it in your head. Because this is coming up, the dead is, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that your ancestors are trying to communicate to you and through you. And then your middle card, it talks about freedom. T card of Scorpio, Mem Zadak Resh. It said, I perceive the balance and harmony that fills all creation, especially in hardships, challenges, challenges and tests that I must face throughout life. With the power of this name, I arise with strength to pass all those tests. This is definitely, this is going on right now. The challenges, it talks about you also being raised to higher levels of being and to gain joy and fulfillment according to your true spiritual transformation. I unlock the change of ego and achieve freedom. I told you, your evolution, I actually believe that you're about to come out of your cocoon. I think that's why you are actually, don't be afraid of the power that's in your life. This card right here is talking about, this is why stuff keep happening and going on. And this is why things are coming to you, because this is about you fulfilling spiritual transformation and freeing that gift. It's going on right now. It will be a matter of time before that actually blossom. I don't want to do it, but it's showing up in your cards. Look at this. T. Carter. Your outcome card. Get the big picture. Aleph Nun Yud. It says, this name raises my awareness of long-term effects of all my actions. I gain the ability to see the spiritual challenge in every moment before they become the foundation of chaos and crisis. This card right here is saying that you have to embrace your spirituality. If you don't embrace your spirituality, especially with Scorpio energy, chaos will erupt. The more you say yes to the Lord, and yes to His will, and yes to His direction, the more calmer things will be in your life. This is all about your transformation and your spiritual journey. It is taking place. If I was you, I would do Psalm 100 and say, to God be the glory. Because it's going to happen. And it's going to happen very soon. Both of your cards. Look at her emojis. Like, this is when I say this. No, y'all, we all heard this thing. You can run, but you can't hide. This one right here, this one can't hide. It's showing up in her cards strong. It's even coming even stronger. Brother Johnny. She gonna be around here like me. I see dead people. Brother Johnny. Where you at, sir? Make sure you listening. Is he here? Brother Johnny? Daddy, where you be? Hey, what's up, King? King Saul, what's up? See y'all chiming in there. Thank you for joining us. Okay. I'm not seeing him. He in my church, so I can read for him anytime. No, we don't try to make, we gonna make it. We are making it. We decreeing it. We lining up in our frequency and demanding nothing less. Shamari said this was so good. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right, Brother John. What's up, my Cancer from ATL? How you doing? All right. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Brother Johnny the Cancer. It is. I didn't like what I just felt. Brother Johnny Idiosaya, the Cancer. Brother Johnny the Cancer. Brother Johnny the Cancer. Idiosaya. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it that this can't? Ebasai. Brother Johnny. Oh Lord. Okay. First of all, I want you to tonight before you go to bed, I want you to read 54 and 55. Psalm 54 and Psalm 55. And the reason why you need to read that because somebody's trying to mess with your head. People are praying. Your middle card comes out. Your shadow card is passion. Shadow card comes up in passion. It's prayer time. It says, a yin mem mem. It said this name, Ebasa. Even though you have tools that you need, Brother Johnny, this thing is trying to keep you from actually moving forward. Like you can have, but it's like not having where you actually can see any real harvest. There's something trying to keep you from actually enjoying your life. This card right here says, this name strokes the fire of passion in my heart and soul. This letter gives me, this letter gives me the power to maintain serenity, devotion, and correct conscience in my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. This right, your shadow card is coming in strong about your connecting to your spiritual yourself in prayer and asking. Use the name of use the name El Shaddai. Pray that prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. El Shaddai. Say El Shaddai. Call that name 3 times and say in the name of Jesus Christ. Don't say Jesus. Say Jesus Christ. And ask him to defend you against your enemies. And read Psalm 54 and 55. Your middle card. Lost and found. Resh Resh Aleph He. It says, with this name as my compass, the path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. I regain my bearings, and with every step I take, with each moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. This card, Cancer, is coming up for you right now. Look at, reason I like this card, because this is definitely a Psalm 23. This is you're being guided by your spirits, and it's actually they're saying that you're going to regain your bearings. That means your footing. Things that seem like you were losing out on, you're going to regain that. This is also, this guidance is going to give you comfort, confidence, and give you a stronger sense of direction. You're going to know why you're doing it. Yes, sir. Why you doing it? Yeah. And say that. Yeah. All right. And say, make sure you say El Shaddai 3 times. And then say in the name of Jesus. In that order. Look at that. Your outcome card is unity. Mem Yud Hey. It said, with these letters I passed the true test of spiritual character. I can now see all sides of the problem that come before me. And my focus is upon unity and soul as opposed to division and my selfish desire. This is a really good card for your outcome. This is about spirituality, growing spiritually. And don't take it as a negative. It's just teaching you how to have a stronger relationship, because that's what you've been asking for. And this is going to also illuminate you spiritually. This is about developing your spiritual character. This is actually God sending this test, even though the enemy is trying to move. But this is, you will prevail. You good, my Cancer in Atlanta? All right. Minister Mario, is that everybody and everything? You quite welcome, Brother Johnny. And thank you guys for allowing me to read you guys in the open. Thank you for trusting me with your spiritual needs. Do not forget to go into my website and patronize. Also, if you have not, sir and ma'am, join my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. There's a lot of information that I put in there. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys so very, very much. All right. I'm waiting on Son of Ochosi, Brazo Forte. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for your love, your support, and them cash apps. Thank you. All right, TikTok. I'll see y'all on the flip. All right. Brazo Forte. Minister Mario, Brother Johnny, Janine Wise, T. Carter, Shamari, Keish, Kimberly Dawkins, Exclusive K, Unveiling, and oh, that's a new one. Okay, Shamari, Tattoo, Kim Johnson, Karen Cartwright. Oh, wait a minute, Shanice Cotton. All right, what's up? Ain't seen you in a minute. Kim Dawkins, Mama Susan. I don't want to forget nobody. Sometimes it's... Then I got my Aries. Let's see. Tattoo, Love, Scent, and... All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Much love to each and every one. Tyra. That's who it is. Tyra.